One of the arguments that the pro Ron DeSantis people are leaning into is, guys, you like Trump? You like Trump? Trump is like really, really pro gay and pro trans. So, loser, go with DeSantis. He hates the LGBTQ people. So I'm not kidding. This is what they're leaning into. So, here I have for you guys another ad going after Trump for being pro-trans, and then I can't wait to show you the dirty trick that the DeSantis people are playing.
Talk about transgender, everyone goes crazy. Who would have thought 5 years ago you didn't know what the hell it was?
Donald Trump made a controversial decision to allow a transgendered woman, born as a man, to compete in the Miss Universe beauty pageant.
He decided to lift a ban on a transgender woman from entering his Miss Universe competition.
I said, let her run. And I think I made the right decision. I feel fine with the decision.
I always knew since I was about like 4.
Really?
And I started my therapy and hormone therapy when I was 14.
Must have been terribly painful.
Surgery is pretty intense.
It was obvious to us that she was entitled to compete.
Would you feel it would be fair that a transgender woman wins the Miss USA title over a natural-born woman?
There's so many surgeries, and I do accept that.
She gave a great answer, and she really did a great job.
In the future, can transgender women compete in Miss Universe?
Yes.
And where was Donald Trump a decade ago? He was on the complete opposite side of this issue.
I love how deranged this is. So guys, stop and think about it. The argument that many conservatives make when it comes to trans people in sports is like, look, if you have a trans woman against other biological women, there's going to be some inherent advantages because of biology that the trans woman has over the biological women. And so in that arena, they argue, that's unfair. It's unfair. That's what they say. Let me ask you a question. Do those arguments apply? Is there an inherent advantage for trans women in a beauty pageant? Those same arguments that they use vis-a-vis sports, it obviously doesn't apply when it comes to a beauty pageant. But they think this is like, aha, we got Trump. We got Trump for being like mildly tolerant. Like, look, bottom line is, how many times have I said this? This is the vibes primary. The Republican base loves Trump's vibes. You think this is going to really impact him? Are you out of your mind? By the way, this is the kind of stuff where, normie America would look at it and go, oh, wow, interesting. Well, I guess he's not as bad as I thought, maybe. I don't know. Seems, I guess, a little tolerant. This is the stuff that normal people look at and they're like, oh, okay, cool. People look at this as like a little feel-good story. They wouldn't look at this as like, how dare you, good sir? So now I got to show you this. I have to show you this. There's a new mailer going around Iowa celebrating Trump for standing up in favor of LGBTQ rights. Now, as they point out here, the national political correspondent at Axios points out that this is paid for a nonprofit group that registered in Iowa 2 weeks ago. So in other words, this is the DeSantis people or some other, Republican presidential candidate trying to, get Trump on this. It's almost certainly the DeSantis people. Thank you, President Trump. Trump celebrated gay marriage victory at Mar-a-Lago party with the log cabin Republicans. It says transgender trailblazer, and it has some old quotes of him there. Another one right here. Donald Trump stood up for marriage equality and trans rights. They think this is a gotcha. They think this is an own. Now, by the way, of course, this doesn't even tell the whole picture. Everybody knows that. Trump tried to ban trans people from the military, right? So, again, the idea, he gave us a lot of the judges on the Supreme Court, the justices, that just gave us the recent anti-gay decision where they said, the website designer doesn't have to make a website for a gay wedding if they have a moral, religious objection to it. So it's not even, fully accurate to say he's just pro-trans, he's just pro-gay. At times, he has been, right, when he held up the gay flag. But understand, guys, they really think aha, now the base will turn on him, because this makes Trump seem kind of normal. All right, well, good luck with that is all I have to say to you. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.